Noobs for general disturbance. This is the AMX 13F3AM. It's the Tier 6 French SPG. We're located on the north spawn of Mines, and we're under the command of Anja SRB, defender of the INDEN clan, INDEN clan.
It's time to crack on, fellas.
Game on! Well, that sounds like Vinny in command. We'll have to find out later on, obviously. 155mm howitzer mounted on top of a hull that belonged to an AMX 13-ton tank. It's one of the lighter Artys in the game. Well, certainly the lightest of the 155mm. She's loaded, ready to go. And she's looking for a target. Oh, we just lost an MT-25 there. Can't get a shot on the A-43 just yet, but look at these other enemy tanks. They're trying to get in, and nice first shot.
Now back to business.
That was a good one. She actually hit two tanks, and she got some stun assist off the 40 TP as well. There's a whole bunch of enemy tanks lining up to get killed. This is going to be a very target-rich environment. Look at them, even a KV-2. And he's already suffered some damage. Now we're loaded. Rounds out straight away. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't. Now it is.
Shut their mouth.
And the 40 TP's out the game. So first kill from the game. Okay, T-34-85 trying to creep around the rock. Now from this position, right in the corner, it actually is difficult to get at any enemy tank that's hiding behind the rock. You have to wait until they poke sometimes, or if they pull back. Rounds out. Another direct hit, this time on the A43 BP. That's the prototype of the Black Prince. It does help actually, sometimes if you do consider Nigel's spot, which is in C1, you're actually shooting into the sides of these tanks instead of the front of them. And that makes a huge difference. Rounds out again, and
Good night, nurse.
the Black Prince goes down. So second kill. Oh, now that CDT seems to have got in. Yep, he's inside the castle grounds. The standard reload for this Arty is 13.58 seconds. And we can see that Anja's got 25.47. Was that 26.47? It may be. I think it's 25 actually. Rounds out. Oh, she's taken the T-34-85. Oh, enemy RT trying to counter her.
I bet Santa don't ever get stuck like this.
Yeah, and that one did land fairly close.
Let's get
102
moving,
hit
all
points gone down. Now he's probably going to try again because Anja's wounded. She's looking for a counter battery on him, but I think she needs to be a bit further over. Now if she stays behind the rock in that position, she won't be able to get any shots. So she's going a little deeper into the water and just changed her position slightly. Now it does look to me like whoever's actually firing at her is probably firing from the corner. But at the moment, she's not firing at the enemy tanks, and whilst you're counter-batterying and trying to take out the enemy RT to stop him having a go at you, you're not hitting enemy tanks, and that means that they get a free hand. There's been a lot of people pointing out recently that it's probably better not to do any counter-battery unless you actually do see where the enemy RT is, know where it is, and then can put around it. And you can see that he's definitely in the corner there. And she took a little while to make up her mind on that shot, but she got a hit, and she's killed the SU-8. He didn't move away after she fired, and as a consequence, he's out the game. Now, an enemy T-52 just tried to make a rush on her. You can see that his wreck is now lying on the shoreline, as he got taken out by an SU-100, hopefully with the 122mm gun. Now that CDT hasn't moved very far inside the castle, and she does have a clean shot on him, or did, but he's now gone behind the pillars. Now, the AMX 13 F3AM was designed in 1959, and she's got her next kill. That's her 5th, taking out the CDT. Designed it in 1959, they produced it between 1962 until 1997. Could you believe it? That long. And it was still, and is still, an effective Arty, actually. They built 621 of them in total. Rounds out. Blind hit. Unfortunately, that assault tank is actually getting closer and closer. The 88. It's tier 6 game with tier 6 tanks only. But she's now having to get ready for a shotgun because her team has been overwhelmed and there's now only 3 left on her team. And it's not looking good, I'm afraid. Now, she's going to try and get a shotgun, or no, she's going to do an aim shot, and she's going after the 88 again. Not fully dialed in. She's got a red line there for a moment. Oh, and the 88 goes down, which now means that there's only 4 enemies remaining. One of those is an Arty. 2 Artys on the enemy team. There were the SU-8 and the FB304. And then we know where the FB304 is because he's actually next to the entrance to the castle grounds. We're going after the AMX 12 ton and we're loaded. Well, she fired straight away, but unfortunately the AMX 12 ton was moving across our field of fire and that just made it more difficult. Now, somebody is capping, and we're going to have to go down and deal with that capper. I'm afraid it is the Basotto, because nobody else can get to him at the moment. Our guys are actually much further back. You can see the FB304, but we can't get a shot on him just yet. But he has gone down. He's been taken out by our crocodile. Then we have to go, even if it's just to get a quick reset. But we've only got 5 seconds left. So it's going to have to be... Oh, she halted for a second. And I'm afraid we lost it. Oh dear, she did get a reset, but too late after the victory. Here's the end of battle results. And that was a first-class tanker for Anja SRB Defender in the AMX 13 F3AM. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 11, and she got a top gun because she managed to get 6 kills in the end. The 6th one, of course, was the CDT inside the castle grounds. I wasn't really paying attention to that at the time because obviously I was more concerned that the enemy was actually coming to try and get her in the process. But she, oh no, actually the 6th kill wasn't the CDT, it was actually the 88. Yes, that was the one that I was worried about. But anyway, unfortunately, she left it a little too late to go and get that reset, even though she was able to lob a shell into the Basotto, who was sitting, the 7th Vente Basotto, and she managed to get a number of hit points off him. Unfortunately, it was just a fraction of a second too late, and he managed to cap out before she could get the reset. So, yeah. Unfortunate they've lost this game, but it looked like it was going to go either way because even with the Basotto in the cap, the other teammates, the Crocodile and the T-3485, were working really well. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage done in this game turned out to be Anja SRB. Yes, or was it? No, it wasn't Anja. It was the Tiger 131. Sorry, got it wrong there. I hadn't put the click on to see which one was highest. Tiger 131 got 1,994 hit points. Anja got 1,988. So it was just 6 hit points in it at the end. Third place on damage goes to the A43BP, the prototype. He got 1,620 hit points of damage in third. But when it comes to kills, Anja got that one. She managed to get 6 kills. 4 kills went to the CDT. And 3 kills went to the Churchill Crocodile on her team. And when it came to base XP, it's the other team that comes in on top because the T-52 managed 838. The Black Prince prototype got 821. And then their CDT managed 806. Anya was the best scorer on her team with 582, but unfortunately there was a lot of enemy tanks ahead of her because she was on the losing team. She managed to get 11 shots off in that game, got 9 direct hits on 1 penetrating shot, 12 splash, damage of 1,988, of which 1,699 were at more than 300 meters. So there was some close hits in that game. Now, I'm pretty sure that the SU-8 was the one she penetrated. Yes, it is showing there as a 1 next to the SU-8. So she definitely got a penetrating shot on him. No armor really on the outside of an SU-8. She also received 1 hit by way of splash. That was from the SU-8. But obviously, it wasn't a kill shot. It just landed nearby. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged. 6 were killed. 281 hit points of stun assist off 7 stuns. Now, on a free-to-play account, she made a profit of 10,700 credits, and she also took away 1,409 experience points out of that one as well. So it wasn't a total loss. She was the best performer really on her own team, even though the Tiger 131 got more hit points in the end. I think it was Anja who managed to get the most kills and the best XP out of that one on her team. So, yeah, she gets the credit for that. So, nearly had the top in all 3 columns. Just the Tiger 131 got 6 hit points more. But a very good game nonetheless. If only a fraction of a second earlier, if she'd gone around the corner and didn't hesitate. She hesitated just for a moment. She couldn't see where the enemy was. And that slowed her down. And then when she took aim, she did immediate snapshot. It did hit the target. It did get a reset, but just too late to win the game. So unfortunate that, but a good try by Anja. She put up a good defense. Now, if you do get another game in the AMX 13 F3 AM, it does have a fairly flat trajectory, but I would certainly say consider position C1 on the map, which is Nigel's spot, which I discovered way back, well, nearly 10 years ago, actually. Was it 10 years? No, it's getting close to it. Anyway, it was a position I loved because obviously you were shooting into the sides of the enemy tanks as they were hiding behind the center rock. And of course they couldn't stop you. You were actually smacking them in the sides all the time. And it just made it so much fun to hit more than one tank at the same time. So, yes, give that a try next time. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.